So I was just sitting down to do my makeup for the day and I decided I was going to talk about this really quickly. I think the beauty community is going to come back into full effect on YouTube. So I think, and I've kind of thought this for a long time, is we all love like the quick transitions and stuff, but there's some stuff about makeup and beauty that we really miss, and which is the chatty aspect and also watching someone do the whole process. And I think that's why the likes of Michaela got really big really quick, because everyone just fell in love with her and was obsessed with learning all the different techniques she had to do, and she took you on this journey of becoming a social media star. So I think that's kind of why she got so big, but it's also the reason why everyone is so quick to cancel her at the same time, is because they feel like they're entitled to some of her success because of what she's done. But I do think people are missing that whole aspect of YouTube, just the whole chit chat, sit down, the story times. I mean, story times are massive on YouTube and then they slowly disappeared, but what's massive on TikTok at the moment is story times. And sometimes some of these videos that people are doing, they can be up to like 5 to 10 minutes, which really for the last couple of years with how short people's attention span has gone is really long. But I feel like it is going to swing back to where people want to see more of like an authentic kind of person and really get to know people, rather than having these really like short videos and just not really getting to know the person behind the screen. Like if you look at some of the OG influencers like James Charles, Jeffree Star, Manny MUA, Laura Lee, Desi, if you look at all their kind of like old videos that have like millions upon millions of views, and they're still really popular today, them celebrities or them like influencers, and it's all because they captivated their audience with these stories and getting to know them and going on their journey. And I feel like there's people like, say, Desi, who is still really popular on Instagram and stuff because people love to follow her mommy story and being a mom, and people love to follow Jeffree Star because he just talks about his success. James Star Charles is a whole other story. I feel like Manny MUA really plays into the fact that he's a gay guy, and people love that, and they, you know, gay guys that maybe aren't ready to come out feel comfortable around Manny because of that. So I feel like people like this will get really big again, but also there's a whole new wave of people that don't have any backstory. So, you know, like Jeffree Star has like come back into the picture. I feel like he's going to have a little bit of a collapse soon, because what is going to happen is everyone is already showing their stories of with things that they've researched about Jeffree, who he is. Because although like the likes of me and people like my age and stuff that were on YouTube 5 years ago, we know all about Jeffree's past and we've seen all the documentaries he was in. We know all about Dramageddon, and we can choose to forgive certain parts, or we can choose to continue to talk about it, and Jeffree has said is sorry. But there is a whole new wave of the kids and teenagers and people like a couple of years younger than me that are just willing to fight for anything, and it's like as if they want every person to be absolutely perfect when no one is going to be. And I'm not excusing Jeffree's like system, but I'm just saying that there's just every old influencer, if you look through it, they'll each have something that will make them want to be cancelled for, and people will forget about it. So what I think is going to be predictions is we're going to see the rise of dramatic makeup, because I've seen so many videos on TikTok of people doing makeup from 2015 or 2016, 17, and then comparing it to now where it's pretty basic compared to then. And I feel like everyone wants to show their expressionate side again, you know, like doing bold thick brows, doing crazy eyeshadow, because that was the big thing. And I feel like all that is going to come back into effect because people are missing the creative side of makeup. And I feel like there's the creative side as in doing fake freckles, but that's offensive. Doing, as you know, unibrows, but that's offensive to people. I mean, there's just always going to be something that's going to offend someone and just make the whole community crazy. So I feel like something needs to swing back in the pendulum to kind of bring back some life into this community. And I think it's going to be some new fresh meat that's doing tutorials or just story times and it's going to talk about different things. So I'm going to wait for that to happen. But then what I think will happen after that, this is all going to be in the next 6 months, I think we're going to have people come in and do creative makeup again. And I even know for me, like not doing creative makeup at the moment, it's really hard and I really miss it. But also I really miss doing like long videos where I would record the whole thing, like a couple hours long, doing my makeup, doing something like crazy and expressing it to me because it felt fun. And then TikTok took that away because it was like, oh, what's the point putting all this effort in? But I do feel like it's going to swing back, and that's always what happens. And then these big crazy makeup looks are going to be all over YouTube again, because although I've seen the glitter, like the glitter lipstick before, that's going to come back. There's millions of people who haven't seen that, who haven't been in the light while that was really popular, and I feel like it's going to come back in and be really popular, and people are going to want to see that again. So the long videos are going to make a comeback, and I can already see it. And I think because TikTok at the beginning realized they wanted to just hook people on the app and get them in, but then realized they kind of need people to stay around and watch a little bit longer, and that is when they brought in the 1 minute and then the 10-minute videos to get people on the app longer, keep them around. Well, this is a whole lot of new drama, and I feel like the beauty community thrives off drama because there's so many people that benefit from this. It's the brands, it's the drama channels, it's the actual influencer as well. So I feel like all these different people and entities benefit from the drama channel if they can keep it going. And yeah, so I think there's gonna be way more drama and even more intense than before. And there's gonna be way more collaborations and less influencer brands, I think, because as we can see in the last while, influencer brands are really starting to take a hit. I feel like the last little while, just seeing on all the like TikTokers that have brands, and then there's like all the old YouTubers and their brands are good. Even the likes of Morphe, who was practically an influencer brand, because the minute influencers stopped promoting it, I feel like they stopped being so big, which was a shame because I think it was one of the more affordable and creative makeups. But at the same time, everyone wasn't doing creative makeup for a while. It was just neutral. So I mean, this palette I have here does everything for me, and even though some of the shades broke recently, it doesn't matter. I can still use this for absolutely everything. I don't need a big ass palette, and I think everyone else kind of feels the same as well. And the last little quick topic before I finish off my makeup here, we're going to say goodbye to all the celebrity brands, because I feel like watching the last couple of TikToks of Ariana Grande doing her makeup is almost a little bit embarrassing, and I feel bad saying that, but I feel like she looks ridiculous doing it, that there's just no need for it. I feel like Lady Gaga is so out of touch. Fenty Beauty, I feel like it's so sus in itself. I just don't understand how it became a $1 billion company. And I feel like there is because it is like the lingerie, and I know there was like a whole thing about the lingerie and the monthly subscription kind of thing. But I do feel like there's a lot of brands that will rise from this, like say Jeffree Star, he's gonna rise up. The likes of Colourpop, they're gonna keep rising. But I think Kylie is out of the picture. I think Kim is not going to come back with KKW, but Skims is going to continue. Brands like say Anastasia Beverly Hills, MAC, they're all like, we're not talking about it, but we all have something in our makeup bag belong to them. But also they are still making like $1 billion a year because they're selling worldwide. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk anyway. I just wanted to get that off my chest, and yeah, thanks for watching. I hope to see you in my next video, and bye.